What is that face?
It's the audit face.
So we did a photo shoot yesterday, you guys. We've never done a photo shoot together, I guess, except for like our wedding and engagement photos. But outside of that, for work, we've never done headshots or anything. And yesterday we did our first shoot, and it was phenomenal. However, if you guys know Jason at all from being in this group, he's very stoic and not very
What
expressiony. Don't
what
make me a liar.
what does that word
Anyway,
even mean?
long story short, we're going to jump into these lives, but really quick, that face he just made, we have an ongoing joke in our house that he only makes the Chandler face. If you are a Friends fan and you know when Monica and Chandler get their, there you go, get their engagement photos done, Chandler cannot smile. That is Jason. He will not smile on command, but he has the best serious face, and the pictures turn out amazing. So I had to tease him this morning when we started the live, and he's like, because that's just him. So we're really excited. We've been talking a lot about things to bring to you guys to kind of help you in your business. And I feel like looking at your website, or at least understanding how someone on the digital side is looking at your website so you can start to look at it that way too, is really impactful in knowing what steps to take in 2023. So I asked Jace if I could put him under the microscope and have him go through a couple audits live with you guys. So if you don't know, if you haven't had an audit from us before, we do a free audit that is a report that we create for you guys. If you want that, just reach out. I can send it to you. Did you just die? Your hands are flopping.
I don't know why it's beeping at me.
Oh, well, you'll figure that out. So we do those audits all the time for you guys. It's a great report. It gives you all kinds of in-depth information about your SEO stats, etc. But when you talk to us a little bit further, we do a video audit of your online presence as a whole. So we go through your website, what we see on there, what we see in Google, what we see as your online reputation as a whole, and kind of that big picture of your digital marketing presence. So I wanted Jace to do a little bit of that for you guys. And so thank you so much. We had two people up bright and early, snag spots for us to go over this with you guys. Amy, we've got your site that we're going to check out. And then Josh, we also have your site that we're going to take a look at and dig into and share a little bit with you guys. Here's the thing. We're going to be completely honest with you guys as far as what we see, what's working great, what's not working. There is no ego here. So if this is something that you're like, crap, I should have done these things, or man, I'm so far behind, don't feel that way. I guarantee you 99% of real estate investors out there have the exact same things going on in their site, which is why we want you to see what we're looking for. That way you can make better decisions and move your business forward. So Jace, are we starting with Josh this morning?
Josh, hold on. Was it Josh?
Yeah.
Yes, Josh
Revitalist.
McCoy.
Yep.
Yes.
So first, we're going to take you through what we look at on page. So the first thing we always do is we go to your website first and foremost, and we look for a few certain things. So Jace, why don't you show them and kind of just, I don't know, talk us through your brain, what you're looking for, what you're clicking on, what are you making sure is there? What are you wanting to make sure isn't there? What do you not want to see?
Okay. All right, let's change this here. All right, cool. So yeah, the first thing I always do is I just go to the website and I just look at it. I just want to see it. I just want to feel it. I want to put myself in the customer's shoes, and just, before I look at all the guts of it and the SEO stuff, I just want to look at it and see how it feels. So here we go. So this is revivalisthomes.com. Danny, I don't know if you want to put the links in.
Yeah, I can do that.
Just so people can click on them and go check
the link,
them out too.
Yeah, I'll get that.
But yeah, this is revivalisthomes.com. Instantly, I can tell he's put some work into this. He's got the background picture. He's got a cool logo, BBB, credibility right there, which is great. I love the one column instead of double column site. So this is great. Got a picture of himself, which is absolutely perfect. We highly recommend putting pictures of yourself on there. People want to know who they are working with. Let's see here. Got these cool graphics, these screenshots telling you exactly what to do, which is awesome. Basically, just hold their hands, tell them what to do.
Guys, no one wants to look stupid. We know we talk about this all the time, but the more basic you can explain this, the more confident someone is going to feel reaching out to you, because no one wants to feel stupid. So break it down, make it super easy, explain it to them like they're a 5-year-old. And I also want to echo what Jason said on the custom look and feel of this site. I will not forget this site. Once I see it again, I'll go, I've already been here. That logo is super memorable. And not only that single column with the photo right below, but his color palette that's in here as well. You can tell that that is not stock, that's custom to his brand, and it really makes an impact.
Yep, absolutely. Love this section here. Just a big credibility section. Putting some, the Chamber of Commerce logo on there. Google, Facebook, those are easy to grab. This is just 100% satisfaction guaranteed. It's not from an actual place, which is fine though. It looks good though, right? Mm-hmm. People see it and they're like, cool, right? It's a nice badge. So nothing crazy there, but it looks good. More how it works stuff. Yeah, so this is good. We have your cities where you're buying. I haven't looked at this site. I don't know if you have city pages built out for these actual cities. If you do, I would link to your cities from these words, obviously. But I don't know if you have those built out or not.
That is a really strong SEO strategy. It's your on-page internal linking structure. And we can do another video sometime on that. But like Jason said, having those cities linked to your city page is really powerful.
Yeah. So overall, this looks good.
Do you want to talk about footer?
I'm trying to see. Is this not an actual menu, or?
I'm sure something's just jammed up. Let me try. I'm sure you're just jammed. No, it works on my end.
I think it's because I clicked from Facebook.
Oh,
for some reason it was messing up on Amy's site too. Okay, there. Yeah, now I can click on it.
There we go.
Actually, we should go check those cities down below. Okay, no, they are. They are. He does have them built. So mine was all messed up. So let's go check out a city page. So he does have them linked, which is perfect. Good job, Josh. We come over to the city page, which I believe that's actually what he said in the thing. In the comment, he said to look at the city page. Okay, so looking at a city page, let's see here. Need to sell your Bowling Green KY house. Yeah, I mean, you can run with that. Let's check this. This is SEO Minion, Chrome extension. So your H1 is, hopefully you guys can see this.
Can you zoom in a little bit on it, or do you want to cycle us around and make this screen bigger? I can't see the words. There you go. Perfect.
All right. So your H1 is sell your house to Bowling Green's #1 rated home buyer, which that's at the top there. And then also we buy houses in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So typically you only want to have one H1, but I have been playing around with this as well, where I'm putting sell your house city and we buy houses city both as the H1. And I am having good results with that. So I'm not going to knock this here. Your H2 though is basically the same as your H1, which I would change those. Just because you want like a hierarchy of what you're talking about on the page. And you're kind of repeating the same thing in your H2s. The title, We Buy Houses Bowling Green, Kentucky, is fine. Your title, local home buyers, you can have that. That is kind of a keyword. I would honestly put maybe sell my house fast up there, just to get that other giant keyword up there in the title, which is very important for your page title. That holds a lot of weight. But obviously you're trying to rank for We Buy Houses Bowling Green here. And you have that in your URL, because your URL is We Buy Houses Bowling Green KY. You have it in your title. So this should, hypothetically, theoretically, I should say, rank very well for that keyword. Okay. So the city page is good. I mean, a lot of it is the same as your homepage, which is perfectly fine. You have some of the things swapped out. Nothing about this is bad at all. I would probably throw that credibility section. Oh, you do have it on here. See, there you go. So you have it on there. If you have reviews, I would try to get your reviews on here. But let's check this out over in Ahrefs. Okay, and I already had it pulled up here. So revivalisthomes.com. All right, so this is a big thing. I don't know how long you've had your site, Josh, but you basically have no backlinks whatsoever. No referring. Well, you have 2 referring domains, 4 backlinks, and those are like citations, yellow pages, super pages that are coming in. But you definitely need a lot more backlinks to be able to rank for anything, really. Especially
So
in some
just
of these.
time out.
Mhm.
So for those who don't know, what is a backlink? How do you get one? And how do you know if you have them?
So a backlink is anytime your website is linked to from another website. So if we have a website and we say, hey, go check out revivalisthomes.com, and we're linking to your website, that is a backlink to your website. Okay. You can get backlinks from a number of places, but where you want them the most is one from social properties, like building out. I don't know if you have. Yeah. So like you have your Twitter, you have your Facebook, your YouTube, your LinkedIn, your Instagram. You have some of your big social properties, which is great. The social properties will never show up in a tool like this, like Ahrefs. Okay, so don't worry about that. But your link is on all those different sites. So those are backlinks from those social properties, which is great. Okay, you have to have those social properties. Okay, but other big ones are like all of your directory sites, all of your citations. So like Yelp and Manta, Trusted REI, Yahoo and Bing and all these different places that put your name, address, phone number on there. When we just had our Black Friday special, that was one of the things that you could purchase were 350 citations and directory sites that are mentioning your brand, telling who you are, what you do, who you serve, and it has your name, address, phone number on there and a link back to your website. Okay.
Guys, there's 3 things to think about. I don't know which way my hand should go. When you're thinking of locations for your backlinks, where to have your NAP. 1, how big and credible the site is. Obviously, sites like BBB, Yelp, etc., Trustpilot, those are big names, right? Big, huge entities with a ton of authority. Google values that highly. The next thing you want to think about is your geo relevance. So are there any places that relate to your local geographical market that you can be featured on? That gives you geo relevance. And then industry relevance. So anything related to real estate investing. If you can get featured in those 3 types of places, those are going to be really, really solid and helpful for your business. So big authoritative places like Yelp, BBB, Trustpilot, Glassdoor, etc. Anything related to your local geo. So if there's any local directories in your area, or related to your industry, which is a real estate investor, and that would be your sites like Trusted REI getting signed up there.
Exactly. Okay, so this keyword just doesn't have enough data behind it to see, but let's do this real quick. All right, let's do a search for We Buy Houses Bowling Green, Kentucky, and see who's ranking. Let's see what your competition is looking like. Okay. So obviously we have the WeBuyHouses.com company. They're always ranking very, very high just because they have a huge, powerful domain. But you can outrank them because they don't really focus on those city pages like a lot of the local people do. So you got Cash Offer Kentucky. He's kind of a big one. He's got a DA of 19. He has 141 links ish. You know, here's Revivalist Homes right there, which is great. So that's awesome that you're already there. The interesting thing about this, though, is your homepage is ranking for this keyword instead of your city page. Okay, so that is something that we might need to look at. And then you have some other people here, because if you have a city page that you're trying to rank for that keyword, but your homepage is ranking, something's conflicting there. Google right now is saying, hey, your homepage is more relevant for that keyword than your city page. So that is something we could look at real quick, because you might have a bunch of Bowling Green keywords, which I didn't see them. Yeah, you don't have Bowling Green on here. But one thing that it could be is this. Oh, we're already on Bowling Green. All right. Well, the page is indexed too. So that is something that we have to, I don't know. I'd have to keep looking at that and see exactly why your homepage is ranking instead of your city page, because the city page is actually ranking for Bowling Green, or it's indexed. So that's not an issue there. So there could be something else there on the page that they're just seeing this as being more. Oh, there you have it on your. No, this is the Bowling Green page. I'm getting confused now. Yeah, I'd have to look a little bit deeper into that. But this all looks good. You have a great foundation. This isn't stock content. You mainly just need a lot more backlinks. You got to start doing your citations and directories, getting yourself listed on different places, hopefully like local blogs, things like that. Press releases can really help. Is there anything else that we wanted to look at here, Danny?
On the footer and contact page, you want to see if we've got NAP correct, map linked, etc.
Okay. Yeah, we do not have a NAP down here, your name, address, phone number. That is something that you would want to get down there to tie back to your GBP, which we haven't even checked if you have a GBP. Your About Us. I like that you have the story. I like that you have why your name is what it is.
It makes the brand that much more memorable.
Correct. I would take this sidebar off if you can. That's just personal preference to me. It's not going to help or hurt you.
You want to check contact?
What was that? Contact?
Contact. And then we'll check if there's GBP.
Okay, so you do have your NAP on here, name, address, phone number down here.
Oh, there's a map. Awesome.
Oh, you do have it linked. Perfect.
Just know, Josh, these things that we're surprised because so many other people don't have them. You have such a great foundation set, and so many of these fundamental pieces in place that when we actually see them, it is a great surprise. So thank you for dropping your site, because this is a perfect example.
Yeah. Revivalist. Okay, you got 6 reviews, which is great. If I had one suggestion for you, Josh, I would highly consider, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I would highly consider maybe adding homes to your name instead of just revivalist. Just because when I see that word, I don't know what you do. But if it said revivalist homes or something like that, like, I mean, your domain name is revivalisthomes.com. Because I know when I went to Google and I searched revivalist, I got a rock band that pulled up. But that's, I know I'm not in Bowling Green, but we can use this handy dandy thing over here. Watch this. Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'll change where I am. Let's search it again. You should pull up. No, it's still the rock band.
This is the importance of knowing your company name and how to rank for your branded keyword search. So what Jason's doing is searching for that branded search to see, okay, if I just tell someone that my company is Revivalist or Moss
Right.
Technologies or whatever, and they go and Google you, how hard is it for them to try and find you? What can you do to make that easier to find? And not all names are going to be easy. Like some just aren't. But what can we do about that to make it more accessible to everyone?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know what kind of, if you're doing direct mail, bandit signs, whatever, but if you just have like revivalist out there, and if someone's going to Google and they're just typing in revivalist, I mean, you saw what I did. I changed my location to Bowling Green, Kentucky. So like Google thinks I'm in Bowling Green right now and I'm searching revivalist. Like theoretically you should pop up. But this keyword gets 9,900 searches a month, and I'm guessing the majority of these people are searching for this rock band. So that is why they are pulling up. However, let's do this. Revivalist homes. We do revivalist homes. Even by doing this, even though I'm in Bowling Green, you do pull up, but it's not you and you only, right? They're still trying to find other people. Your web, you do rank organically for it. So you still have a lot of branding to do behind this. And that's where those citations and directories will really help you out, because it'll help Google dial in who you are. Okay. Schema code would help as well on your website.
Again, the
But
more Google sees your NAP, which is your name, address, phone number, it can start to correlate all those things. Google sees the word revivalist billions of times, and so it can't necessarily identify that all of those are the same thing. But by linking your name and your address to that, those are big identifying factors, and Google is able to then start building this web of connectivity of who you are online.
yeah. So yeah, and you got 9 questions on here, which is great. Hopefully you answered all those, which you did. So it's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, Josh, you got a lot of good stuff going for you right now. You know, just got to build out those citations, directories, and then I would, like I said, I would really consider adding homes to your name, because that would just really, really help Google, and it's also going to help out people. Just so they, when it pops up, they're like, that's where I need to be. That's who I'm looking for. You know, right now they just see revivalist and maybe they don't know exactly if they're in the right place. So
Hey, Jace, he dropped a comment and said that he's had trouble getting his Bowling Green city page to rank because Google has it as crawled but currently not indexed. Can you take a look at that and see if there's anything you can think of to do or mitigate that?
well, okay, that's kind of what I was thinking, but we checked it. and it was ranked. Excuse me, it was indexed. So it's a good question.
Or do you want to circle back and maybe we can do a little video for him after the fact once
Yeah,
you dig in a little
we
bit
can
deeper?
circle back because the way that I checked it is not the best way to check it anymore. Google changed that for some dumb reason, like they always do.
We
So
love Google.
if it's saying that inside your search console, maybe you can send me a screenshot. We can take a look. We can even run the page through a couple indexers and try to push it. Because yeah, like was said, that homepage doesn't mention Bowling Green except in your city and down there. So you're not targeting Bowling Green keywords on your homepage. So it doesn't make sense why the homepage is ranking for Bowling Green. So yeah, we'll take a deeper dive into that a little bit later. Okay. So who is next?
Amy's next, but recap really quick for Josh.
Sure.
The takeaways would be get your nap in the footer would be helpful. Schema code would be helpful. We're going to take a look at maybe why that page isn't indexing. And then there was something else that you said for him. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, nap in the footer, link it to your GBP like you did on your contact us page. You really need citations and directories built out.
There you go. That's what it was. Okay, perfect.
Really need that. That is a huge foundational first step that every business needs to take to really just plaster your name out on all these high authoritative sites that Google wants your information to be on these sites, because Google and other data aggregators look at these sites to pull your business data from and push it, syndicate it to everywhere else. So like it is a foundational thing. It has to be done. And then of course, considering adding homes into your name. So
Awesome.
Is that it?
Yep. I just want to make sure that they have clear action items so that they can do some things. Okay. I love a good to-do list. I hope everyone else does too. Yes, let's go ahead and jump into Amy's site. We'll probably be able to go through this one a little bit more quickly now that we've explained some of those fundamental things. But we're going to take a look at Amy's from the same perspective.
All right, so here we go. Amy buys houses, MI for Michigan. So first thing I see when I come to this site, love the logo. Love that you have a custom logo. Background picture. Looks like you're targeting Plymouth, all of Metro Detroit. Okay. You're running the 2-column, which is fine. That's not necessarily an SEO thing. Love that you have this up here, the as featured in, which I believe is from because you did that press release, which is awesome. And by the way, Amy, your citations and directories are being built. They should be done today, I believe. So I will get that report to you. Your keyword here, sell my house fast in Plymouth. I forget though if you have city pages built out. All right, you have before and afters, which is awesome. Okay, so
that builds so much credibility in the sense that people are actually seeing that you're doing these transactions and seeing them through to completion. It probably seems like such a little thing, but anyone can throw up a website. This shows that you're actually out practicing real estate investing. That's a huge trust factor. Sorry, keep going.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just looking. All right. Now this part, Amy, I kind of looked at this a little bit earlier because you're running like the 2-column at the top, and then like halfway through, I feel like there's something going on with the site. Like everything seems pushed over to the left. like you have like this I don't know what you call it, the dead space on this right side, but there's nothing on the left side. And these pictures are like, there's no border. It seems like something is off as far as, I don't know how that could have happened. That's something I know Carrot can look at for you, because I don't think it should be yanked over like that. However, let's keep looking. And I love the before and afters. People love to see that stuff.
I'm going to say the same thing on Amy's site that we said on Josh's as well. I love the custom logo at the top. I love that it's very memorable and it speaks to the state of Michigan. You won't forget seeing that. And she has the same thing going on too. She has a very custom color palette with her website that is so much more memorable. Same thing with Josh. He had that kind of soft green tone. She's got kind of this deeper gray, blue, purpley-ish tone going. At least the resolution on my side is seeing that. And that's so much more memorable than your more generic primary colors, especially a lot of times that red and blue gets used a ton, or the blue and yellow gets used a ton. So way to switch it up, because that looks really great and is very impactful. Amy said it's not like that on mobile, so it might be a desktop feature.
Yeah, mobile probably looks fine. I don't know. We'd have to look at it. But you do have your name, address, phone number in the footer, which is great. Awesome. All right. Let's check out our company page.
Typically, your about or our company page is the second most clicked on page on your website. So you really want to make sure that this represents who you are and isn't left generic or kind of lackluster, especially on this one, having those photos at the top. Again, really, really great to make something kind of catch the eye and make them want to stay on this page and understand more about who you are.
Correct. Yep. Let's look at a city page real quick. And
can I stop you on that real quick before going too far? I would love, Amy, just because now in this Facebook group, I've gotten to know you and your personality and kind of, I don't know, even though it's through social, like get to know people, you have such a great personality and so much passion for what you do. And I can tell that you're always like working at getting better at things. I'm saying this specifically because your company name is your name. It's your brand. It's you, your identity. I think it would be so memorable if you had a video on here, or at least a great photo kind of capturing your personality and talked about you more in depth as well. Like bring your face, your energy, your life into this, because your name is already there. So make who you are part of that feature. I think that is a killer opportunity for you to really knock it out of the park, especially on your company page.
Yeah. Yeah. Because who's Amy, right? People want to see who Amy is. I mean, we see your picture, but I want to hear Amy's voice. I want to see you talk. Yes. I want to see you interact, sell them.
Yes.
You know, you're already selling them on Amy Buys Houses. Well, who's Amy? So
yes.
Yeah, that's
I love that. That is a beautiful thing about having your name, your company name, as part of your branding, or your name as part of your company name. You know what I'm trying to say, guys. I'm still on my second cup of coffee. You just get to bring so much more personality into it. So go ahead. Sorry, you were digging into something when I went on a tangent.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Our company page is great. Like Danny said, we just, tell who Amy is. Let's look at a city page real quick. All right. Honestly, I would change this. I've never been a fan of the quotes and I don't know. I believe this is actually stock Carrot's words, so I would change this to just sell my house fast in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I get rid of the exclamation, the quotes, stuff like that. Because if we look at your, see if I can zoom in. Your H1s are we buy houses in Ann Arbor, Michigan fast. That's fine. And then you have the sell my house fast one. So you're running the double one as well, which is just fine. But I would just change that second H1 to just sell my house fast in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Your title, your page title, I'm assuming these are going to be the same on all your city pages, just with the city differently. Sell my house fast in Ann Arbor, Michigan. That's perfect at the beginning. I would remove Amy Buys Houses MI from your title on the city pages. Make this We Buy Houses Ann Arbor MI. Just so your two main keywords are in your title. Or you could just do We Buy Houses because you already have Sell My House Fast in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Okay. But I would get rid of your company name in the title. You only really want that on the home page. You can have it like on the contact page, stuff like that. But on your city pages, you want those for the city. You don't want, you just want your main keywords on the page title on the city pages. This is fine. Okay. All right. Pretty much the same as the homepage, so it's fine. I don't think we didn't see any credibility stuff, did we? Besides,
I did. Featured on.
Featured in. Yeah.
Correct. So that is awesome. Those are major names. So I love that it's featured on, but yeah, something like your BBB, similar to like Josh had, and the same the other way around. Josh, once you have some of those press releases written, you can then have some credibility bars like this where you've been featured on. And then again, flip it around. Amy, you could definitely use some things like what Josh had, where it's BBB accredited or what Josh had on his bar.
Yeah. And you have 6 reviews, Amy, on your Google Business Profile. So I would try to incorporate your 6 reviews on your pages as well. There's a lot of
you got where I was going. I was going to say, is there a tool or a widget or something that you can recommend to them to pull those reviews over?
There's tools, there's widgets. We use one on elfsite.com that you can use where it kind of pulls them over. You can even do something very, very simple, and that is go to your GBP, go to your reviews right here, and you can simply use a screenshot tool and screenshot a square, right? So screenshot all of these reviews. So then you have 6 pictures, 6 images, right? Go back to your website and then just drop in a new section, a new block, right? And add those 6 screenshots. So then you have your 6 reviews on your website.
Jace, is there any benefit one over the other, having it pulling from a widget because it's linked directly to Google, or having the images? And if you do just do the images, can you link them in any fashion to help them further?
Any benefit over one or the other? I don't think so. No.
Okay.
The tool, the ElfSite tool, it pulls them dynamically. So if you do get new reviews, it pulls them automatically. So that is a benefit. Is there a ranking benefit? No.
Okay. This is just for credibility.
Just for credibility. Obviously, if you're making them images, you can link an image over to your actual review if you want to. That is up to you. But there's no necessarily SEO benefits. It's just different ways of doing it.
Awesome.
All right, so let's drop this in real quick. And other than that, on the GBP, yeah, 6 reviews is great. You got images, videos, questions. Answering them. That's all good.
This is
Okay.
another really, really great site. Amy, you've done an awesome job working on getting everything built out. I don't remember how long you've had your site up or been working as a real estate investor, but you have a lot of really good things in place. It looks like you've been around a while. So very credible.
All right, we're plugging this into Ahrefs right now. And we have 236 backlinks from 16 referring domains. So one site's linking to you quite a bit, it looks like. You see this spike here. That's probably from the press release that went out. But overall, not a whole lot of backlinks. You definitely need more. You do have your, press release just went out for you. Your citations and directories are being built right now. So obviously that is not being factored into this currently. But you'll still need more links later on down the road, to really kind of push things along, especially trying to rank for things like in Detroit. It can be a little bit more competitive just because it's a larger metro area. Let's look at these backlinks real quick.
Can I hit something really quick while you're loading that up? One thing Jace just said that I think is a common misconception with SEO is the fact that this is a great amount of work that's being done right now, like the 350 citations. But it's not what will keep you forever. I was at a conference about a month ago and they were talking about SEO, and it's like cars on a racetrack going round and round and round and round. And so your foundational pieces can all be in place and that keeps your car going. But if you want to beat out your competition, you have to constantly be refueling that car. And how you do that is by continuing to build out your online presence and build out your online authority in different capacities, right? At some point in time, maybe you've tapped out all the citations in the world. Who knows? Probably not. But the more fuel that you add, the more of these actions that you do, the faster your car is going to go, the faster you're going to be able to lap your competition. And if you take your foot off the gas for a while, they will eventually catch up to you because they're going to keep doing those activities. So it's something that needs constant work because Google is always changing, your competition is always changing, and you have to stay on top of these things. So just keep that in mind. To me, that was a really great analogy because so many people think that once you rank on the first page of Google for a keyword, you're like, okay, we're good. We can just coast now. And that's not the case because someone else, whether it's Google or your competition or a new company starting up, is always going to be working to start lapping you on the efforts that you've done.
Yep, exactly. And Amy, like I was saying, that press release that hit, you can see you have some of these links that are popping in here: ABC, Fox 2 News, Fox44News.com, KTLA, which is another news site. All of
and
these
guys, notice those are all local. A lot of those are local. They're big names and they're geo, like they're local for her. So that's building credibility for her in her local market, which is huge.
Yep. You got your trusted REI profile. You got it verified, which is a huge niche centric site. So that is awesome. So yeah, this stuff will, work itself out, especially with the directories that are being built right now, which, come check this out. I was just looking at this. If we do a search for your name, Amy Buys Houses MI, so obviously you want to rank for your brand name. Let's try and zoom in here. Okay, so first off, whenever you do a search for your name, does your GBP pull up? And yours does, which is great. Okay, so your GBP pulls up, which is awesome. The first thing that is ranking for you is a press release URL. So Amy buys houses, offers Michigan homeowners, blah, 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 blah. So that's awesome. People can go there, read that news article, right? Then you have your YouTube, your MapQuest, your Pinterest, Nextdoor, Trustpilot. Why it's from the UK, I don't know. Maybe Google was drinking that morning. That'll probably get swapped out. They'll probably rank the normal Trustpilot one. But then your website's down here, which is good, but we'll come back to it because it should be at the top. Your website should always be ranking ahead of your citations and directories. Okay. But here's something cool. Those citations and directories that are being built for you right now, here's one of them because you can see it's 8 hours ago, right? So that's popping in there for you. Chamber of Commerce is popping in. There's your Google business site. This is another one. 20 hours ago it was built, and Google just found that. So this is all looking very, very good for your branded search. But to echo this, why isn't your website ranking number one for your brand name? Well, look at the title here. Does the title say Amy Buys Houses MI? No, it does not. Because that homepage, you were targeting the, oh no. That homepage, now I'm all lost.
You're looking for a title.
Okay. The homepage, your title is We Buy Houses in Plymouth, MI, and all of Metro Detroit. So your homepage, you really want to be ranking for your brand name. So you really need to get your title in, or excuse me, your brand name in the title. You really need to have this like Amy Buys Houses MI, and then you could have something about Plymouth, Michigan. Honestly, how I like to structure it is like this. I like to make your homepage all about your brand, about who you are, what you do, where you're buying, who you serve, that type of thing. I like to rank your homepage for your brand name, and that's it. That's the only thing we're targeting. And then, like you have down here, you have, I don't know, I'm not even going to try to say that. You got the Ann Arbor, Lavanya, South Lyon, Westland cities. Make another city page for Plymouth. Okay. So, and then on your homepage, you're going to want to remove all the Plymouth keywords like We Buy Houses in Plymouth, right? You can just remove that and put it like We Buy Houses. You could do Michigan or something like that. But essentially, you want your cities like listed here and then link to those city pages. Okay. Well, hopefully
again,
that
internal linking structure will help carry some of that juice over. I think there's a common misconception about fear of removing those city keywords from that homepage. Like, oh my gosh, is it going to suddenly tank my homepage or my website? Because that's my homepage, that's my face, that's everything. And that's not the case. There are ways that you can still feel very sound and like you're foundationally safe by doing that. So don't worry if that sounds kind of scary. Before you jump to something else on her, can you go back to the search for her brand name? Because I want this point to drive home. If this is one thing that everyone takes away, looking at her search here, guys, if Amy runs a Facebook ad, if Amy does direct mail, if Amy has Weekend Bandit signs up, if Amy is doing any other type of marketing that is directing people to come find her and people Google her, and this is what they see, how much freaking trust, credibility, and authority does Amy have online right now? She has reviews. She has press releases. She's featured on different sites. She is killing it. There is no question that Amy is legit AF based on this search. You can't question her. This is rock solid. I agree with Jason as far as her website ranking higher on the page, just so it's there. It should be. But everything else, it's just so much authority, so much credibility that when those prospects are searching for her, she's going to get a better return on investment on her other marketing efforts. So
Yeah.
work on your branded search. It will pay dividends, massive, massive dividends for you guys.
Yes, very much so. And also, you have a YouTube channel, like we were talking about. Make a video of yourself telling who Amy is, that type of thing. Make the title of that video, "Who is Amy Buys Houses MI?"
Love that.
When you do that, it is going to rank instantly and high right here on your branded search. It's going to be very clickable too, like, because it's going to have like a thumbnail of your face, and people are going to want to click on it. It takes up a lot of real estate in that search result. So definitely do that.
Awesome. We're hitting right at the 1 hour mark. We know we've gone long on this, but we hope this has been phenomenal, phenomenal info for you guys. Amy, I would say, Jace, do you want to recap her takeaways? Starting with YouTube, getting that YouTube video filmed. Who is Amy by Houses Michigan?
Get a YouTube video filmed, of just you talking, who you are, what you do, just introducing yourself. If you want more videos, make videos on frequently asked questions. It's very easy. Just
remember Google's helpful content update.
Yeah. Yes. Just easy stuff. It does not have to be Steven Spielberg film. Okay. No. Production. Right. Just make it simple. What was the other thing?
Homepage. As far as getting our homepage to
homepage.
Yep.
Getting the homepage, adding Amy Buys Houses MI up here in the page title. Okay. I would do it, but this is up to you. Making a Plymouth city page and getting rid of all the Plymouth keywords on the homepage. Because once you have that Plymouth city page, you don't want the same keywords showing up on your homepage, because then they're conflicting.
Remember that keyword cannibalization?
Correct. Same reason you don't have all of these cities: Ann Arbor, South Lyon, Livonia. You don't have them all plastered on the homepage. If you did, these wouldn't be ranking. Okay, so you don't want to cannibalize them. Mm-hmm. What was the other stuff?
Her citations and press release are out, so she looks great on that. Bringing in the reviews, so finding some type of widget or taking the screenshots of her reviews and getting those on her site.
Yep.
And then bringing more of Amy's life and personality to the our company page and letting this really be about Amy.
Correct. Yes. All about Amy. Who is Amy? That's what I would do. All right. Do we have any questions?
I haven't seen any questions necessarily rolling in. We did have one other person ask to do a review, but we're running out of time today. It was Apple Marie with ibuynorthtexashomes.com. We will absolutely circle back and do this for you. So we're going to hold on to your website. Whether we get to it later today or we do it next week, we absolutely will go through this for you guys. If this is something you like, if this is content that you find helpful, let us know in the comments and we can do more of these for you. Or if you would love to see what it would look like for your site to have this done, just let us know. We have no agenda here except for bringing to you guys whatever you need and want to feel successful and be successful in your business as real estate investors. So let us know if you love this, if this gives you so many great ideas, seeing other people's sites, what's working for them, what's not working. We can do this all the time. You just tell us what's good for you guys. Someone asked, is it possible to rank my WordPress website instead of Carrot? Absolutely. There are pros and cons to both. What we love about Carrot for real estate investors is that you don't have to be super tech savvy to get a website up and running. Carrot does a lot of the heavy lifting for you because it's basically a website in a box. There are pros and cons to that. With a WordPress site, it's a more universal platform. There is less likely that anything would happen to your website. WordPress is probably more stable and has more longevity, potentially than Carrot, just because of of the nature of what that is. You have a lot of ability to customize in WordPress, whereas in Carrot, some of that might be a little bit more restricted. Jason and I have been talking about this an actual lot the past probably 30 to 45 days about Carrot sites versus WordPress versus minute pages. And if you want to hear more about that, we can definitely do a little video on thoughts. But Jace, do you want to talk to that as far as the ability to rank WordPress versus Carrot? What pros and cons you see on both?
It makes no difference, guys. Carrot's whole platform is built on WordPress, technically speaking. So it does not matter if you're on a standalone WordPress site or a Carrot site. You can definitely rank it. You just have to follow the steps. The only thing with Carrot is it's ease of entry. It's ease of launching a website. Not to mention they give you a lot of support. You can chat with them. They have rock solid hosting, which
yes, they do.
It is funny because, well, all I was doing last night was moving one of our clients' websites. He's on a standalone WordPress site, and his old host went bad. The SSL certificate died, and nobody could access his website. So I had to move it for him to some better hosting. And if you had a Carrot site, you wouldn't have to deal with all of that. Because that's just something that they take care of. So there's, like Danny said, there's pros and cons to both. You can definitely rank either one though. So that doesn't matter.
I think that was our only question. We'll give it one more second and see if anyone has any questions to drop, and then we'll wrap up.
Yeah. If you got a question, drop it now.
If you don't, we'll always be around. We'll come back to it too. If you catch this on a replay, just let us know what questions you have, and we'll answer those in the comments below. All right, I think we're good. I don't see anything popping up, so we're gonna drop off here. I had questions, but y'all answered them all. Thank you. Brad, thanks so much for being here. Brian said, great value, guys. We appreciate you, Brian. Thank you so much. All right, we're out. We're gonna go tackle Google and do some SEO stuff, and we'll be back later to check in on you guys, see what questions you have for us, okay?
Thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate it.
Maybe I'll sneak some of Jason's awesome photo shoot photos into the group so y'all can enjoy them.
No, we're not gonna do that.
We'll see. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great Wednesday. We'll talk to you soon.
See you guys.
Bye.